We are making jollof rice today. Thank you for joining. If you're interested in learning how to make very easy, super simple jollof rice, we're going to make that today. So any oil of your choice. Today I'm using avocado oil. Unfortunately, I cannot see who has joined to give the person a shout out. This is my first live, so I'm still learning. I want to wait a few more minutes and see if we can get one more person or two people to join. Just a few more minutes. Date. Oh, thank you, Date, for joining. All right. Hi, Cherry Box. Thank you for joining. Hi, we are making jollof rice today. Hi. Thank you for joining. We are making jollof rice today. I'm just going to wait a few more. Oh, I think we have 6 people. That's good enough. We can start. Hi, Michael. Thank you for joining. We are making jollof rice today. Very quick and easy one. Beginner friendly. So I've added my oil, any oil of your choice. Today I'm using avocado oil. Pardon me if I'm a little bit nervous. It's my very first live, so pardon me. But I have a blended mix of onions, just onions, and then habanero peppers. Hi, Michael. Thank you. Very quick and easy one. So I'm just gonna add a different ingredient. But for today, just onions and peppers. So depending on how spicy you want your stew, you can add more pepper or less. Okay, we're just gonna go in. All right, and we're gonna fry it down. Cook it down until it's well fried. I would love to know where everyone is watching from. I'm watching from MA. We are making jollof rice. So there's this jollof war about Ghana jollof and Nigeria jollof. I'm from Ghana, so I say I'm making Ghana jollof rice. So first of all, I added in some oil. Usually I like to cook with coconut oil, but today I used avocado oil. Coconut oil gives a very nice aroma, but I didn't have enough coconut oil, so I just used avocado oil to cook this. You're from America? Okay. What state are you from, Michael? Yeah, so we're making Ghana jollof today or Nigeria jollof. I'm not from Nigeria, I'm from Ghana, so I would say Ghana jollof rice. But this is very basic jollof rice. In case you just joined in, thank you, Michael. Thank you for joining. In case you just joined, we're just making jollof rice. I started with oil. You can use any oil of your choice. Today I use avocado oil. Usually I use coconut oil. So if you have coconut oil, that would be great. But I have avocado oil, so that's what I used. And I went in with a blended mix of onions and just peppers. You can add some garlic, that's fine, ginger, but I just wanted to make it very simple for someone who is interested in making jollof rice. Usually that's how, it started. So this could take some time, um, about 30 minutes. So you keep frying down the onion mix until it's well cooked. Jollof is a very tasty rice. So most people will love to, learn how to make it, and it's enjoyed by different meats or protein of your choice. Usually, it goes with goat meat, chicken, whether fried or baked. It's up to you. For anyone that just joined, we are making jollof rice, and I'm just frying down the onions and habanero pepper. The spiciness of your stew it greatly depend on you how much you can tolerate. Because I'm gonna make it for my kids too. I don't make it too spicy. Can you see my kids? Oh no. They are upstairs. If I have two boys, if they are down here, it's gonna be too noisy. So they went up with my husband. Yeah, if they are here, we can't cook. The youngest is 18 months. He likes to be carried all the time, so it will be hard for me to cook with them around. My husband is upstairs with my kids, with our kids, our boys, two boys. Maybe next time. Oh, okay. Well, they all love to cook. Even though the youngest um, is still a baby, he shows a lot of interest in cooking. So, can you see my face? Maybe next time. I just want us to just concentrate on what we are making today. It's just, jollof rice, 101. Very simple jollof rice recipe. So maybe next time. But today we are just making jollof rice. We're kicking down onion and habanero peppers. This is beginner friendly, so I didn't use the usual things that I would use. I don't want to make it too intimidating, so that when whoever wants to try, have heard of jollof rice and is interested in trying jollof rice, could just attempt it. So you have some onions, chop it down, blend it down, add some garlic and habanero pepper. If you don't like pepper at all, if you don't want it to be spicy at all, just don't add any pepper at all. And then you keep cooking it down. Next time I'll set it up in a way that maybe you can see the person behind the pot. But today, the way I set up the camera, so we can see what we are cooking. So we're gonna cook it down a little bit more. Right. Sorry. We're making jollof rice for the people that just joined. We're frying down our onion mix in avocado oil, but you can use coconut oil if that's your preferred oil, or avocado, sorry, or olive oil. Whatever oil you like is fine. But today we are using avocado oil. All right. Thank you so much, Michael, for tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. In case you have time later on to join, you can just, join a little bit to see where we are at now. I'm going to go in now with tomato paste. So I use the Hans brand, but whatever brand you have is okay. Oh, thank you, Michael. All right, so I'm going to go in now with tomato paste and fry it down more. All right. So we've added our tomato paste now. We're going to fry it down. For the people that just joined, we are making jollof rice. It's a rice dish from West Africa. Um, I'm from Ghana, so I would say Ghana jollof rice. But we are making jollof rice. It's a rice dish that's cooked in tomato sauce. So we are making the sauce that we're going to cook the jollof rice or the rice in. And this is a very simple way of making it. I blended onions and habanero peppers and cooked it down in avocado oil. And then once it's cooked down for about 10 minutes, I added tomato paste. So I'm cooking the tomato paste also down for maybe 5 minutes or until I see that it's cooked enough. I would also add tomato sauce. So if you can watch your shorts. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for the support. I just started off. This is my first live. So I hope to improve and get better. So I really appreciate the people that came in to support me. Thank you. So we are cooking down the tomato paste. If you tried this jollof rice, I don't think you ever tried plain rice because jollof is really tasty. All the flavors infused in the rice makes it so tasty. So it's not like just eating plain rice. Okay. So cook it down for some time. At this point, you can add some seasoning of choice. Usually, I go in with curry powder. It's a staple in all my jollof rice. You add some curry powder. Thank you for the people that just joined. We are making jollof rice. The seasonings, it depends on how much you like your rice or your food to be seasoned. I like it well seasoned, so I go in with a lot of seasoning. So I'll add curry powder at this point. If you're not allergic to shrimps, shrimp powder too is very nice. It gives your jollof a really nice taste. But you have to put the shrimps in very early on in preparing the stew so it blends out the taste of the shrimps a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with some shrimp powder now. My sister doesn't like shrimp powder, but I do. But what I found is that when you put it in a bit early on, the taste is not too strong. Isaac's here. Hi. We're making jollof rice. Thank you for joining. Hi, Isaac. Thank you. So we're just gonna cook it down for for about five more minutes to make sure it's well cooked. We can add more seasonings at this point. Um, Nutmeg is not very common. People don't usually cook with nutmeg, but I do. So I'm gonna add a little bit of nutmeg. So if you don't like it, you don't have to put it in. But I'm gonna put in a little bit of nutmeg because I like the way it tastes. So that's little for me, but it's up to you. How are you, Bertia? And keep cooking it down. If you added fresh ginger, you can skip this, but I didn't because I want to make it very, very simple that anybody can just do it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with ground ginger. I'm gonna go in with ground ginger because I didn't add fresh ginger. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of it in it. So, and then there. If you did not add any fresh garlic, you can also add garlic powder. That's also fine. But fresh onions is not negotiable. You have to because the ginger will give your jollof, sorry, the onions will give your jollof a really nice taste, sweet, nice taste. So you need onions, fresh onions, not onion powder. But the others can be substituted for the powdered form. Okay, we keep cooking it down. Okay. You have to keep stirring so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So that the light is a little bit. For the people that just joined, we are making jollof rice. It's a special rice dish, very common in West Africa. I'm from Ghana, so I would say we're making Ghana jollof rice. And we started off by frying some blended onions and garlic with habanero peppers for about 10 minutes. And we proceeded with tomato paste. We are cooking it down. We season it a little bit with curry powder, nutmeg, and then some shrimp powder. But that shrimp powder is optional. You can, even with all the spices, up to you. Okay, whatever you prefer or you cook with is okay. But you have to season it with something of some sort. Okay, maybe this is okay. Seems a little dark, so okay. So we keep frying down the tomato paste, the tomato mix. Smells really good. All right. You're gonna go in with tomato sauce. It's a tomato rice cooked in tomato sauce, so use a lot of tomatoes. You can also use red bell peppers Sometimes I use that instead of tomatoes. So if you're sensitive to tomatoes because of the acidic level, you could also use um, red bell peppers, and that will be fine. Okay, we're gonna cook it down for a little bit. Antoinette, hi! Thank you. Cook it down for a little bit. I try to use the least amount of oil. Thank you, Annette. All right. We're gonna cook it down for a little bit more and then go in with our rice. Okay, you can put it, you can, at this point you can add any chicken seasoning of your choice. I like better than, oh sorry, better than bouillon, but today I have bouillon, so I'm gonna use bouillon, chicken bouillon. About this size is okay, this amount is okay. Then stir it in to cook down your tomato sauce. For those that just joined, we are making jollof rice. It's a special rice dish, very common in West Africa. I am from Ghana, so I would say I'm making Ghana jollof. We started off by cooking in, blending onions with habanero peppers and garlic. We cooked it. I'm just tasting the stew to see. Yeah, it tastes good. We're gonna cook it down for a little bit more. So we cooked that in avocado oil for about 10 minutes. Went ahead and added tomato paste and then some tomato sauce. We seasoned the stew with curry powder, nutmeg, shrimp powder, and then chicken bouillon. But yes. So we don't want any jollof for okay, but yeah, Ghana have really good jollof rice, and jollof is one dish that you can make it so many different ways depending on whatever you have, so you don't get tired of eating jollof rice. So however I made it today, definitely different how I'll make it tomorrow. But this is like a very basic jollof rice that's not intimidating for anyone who wants to try jollof rice. You know, I added powdered ginger. You can add powdered ginger, powdered garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic or fresh ginger at home, you can do that and just blend onions and then start by frying that. Then you go ahead and add your tomato paste. Thank you, Isaac. So we're gonna cook it down for some time. It's almost ready. If you have some stock from a meat that you did, either chicken or beef or whatever stock that you have, you can go in with the stock. But if you don't have stock and even you cook it down this way, it's still gonna taste really good. Just add some shrimp powder if you're not allergic to shrimp powder. You can add some fish powder if you're not allergic to it. But if you don't have any stock, it will still taste good. So this is someone who is learning how to make jollof rice. You want to keep it very simple, so you can try it out. If you're allergic to tomatoes or you're sensitive to tomatoes, you can definitely use bell peppers. And then maybe add some carrots. Okay, you can do that. in place of tomatoes. I'm gonna go in with paprika. Maybe next time we can make that too, that version for anyone who is allergic to tomato. I think I have one on my page. You can check it out without any tomatoes. So we're gonna add paprika. Paprika will give it a color, you know, the rich, vibrant color. It's a sweet pepper, so it's not spicy. So you can go in as much as you want. It will give it that richness and smokiness. So we're gonna stir it down. We are almost there at the point that we're gonna add our rice. So please hang in there. African food takes time, takes hours, but I try to make it, you know, simple so it doesn't take too much time. Today we are making the stew. Maybe next time we can cook it so we are done. But just, you know, to make the stew and let go in with the rice, and then we can continue some other time. So you can definitely taste your stew and see how it's going. Right now I haven't added any salt because most of the seasonings have salt as a preservative. So I would wait until my stew is well seasoned to taste before I add in salt. At this point, I think I want to add in a little bit of salt, but instead of salt, I'm just gonna add a little bit of bouillon, okay? Because, yeah, a little bit of it instead of salt. Thank you, Isaac. And I'll stir it down. You see, the oil is not a lot. I don't know if you can see it very well. Lightning is very bad, but the stew doesn't have a lot. It doesn't have too much oil. I try to reduce the oil as much as possible, of course, for health reasons. And if you're trying to watch your calories, rice already has a lot of calories, and oil do have a lot of calories. A teaspoon alone is a lot, so I try my best to be mindful of my oil when I'm cooking. Okay, at this point, for flavor, and you're not allergic, you can add some coconut oil. You know, you can add some coconut oil. It gives, I just love coconut. I don't have enough. I would have used coconut oil today to cook the whole thing. So at this point, I'm just going to go in with just this coconut oil as flavor. Okay. That is a secret ingredient. So you go in with that. And then the stew is ready for the rice. At this point, it's ready. Oh, we lost some 3 people. Coconuts are mother. Yes, I love coconut oil. I love coconut oil. I feel like it smells really good and tastes really good. So we are done. Oh, we lost some people, but it's okay. We are gonna go in with the rice now. I'm gonna wash it, and then we go in with the rice. I use 7 cups of rice. These cups of rice. I'm just gonna give it a quick wash and then. Okay, the rice is done. I'm gonna go in with the rice now. Going in with the rice. We are making jollof rice for the people that just joined. It's a very special and popular rice dish in West Africa. And I'm from Ghana, so I'll say I'm making Ghana jollof. If you're Nigerian and you're watching, please don't go. You're still welcome, everyone. All right. So I'm gonna stir it in. So let me see. I think I would want to add a little bit of salt. Okay. I'll add a little bit of salt at this point, like so, or to taste. But if you have hypertension or anything of that, you have to be careful with the salt. At this point, I'm gonna cook this down in the sauce before I cover it. Okay, I'm gonna cook the rice in the sauce until the sauce is like completely reduced. Then I'll cover it for it to cook. If you do it that way, it helps the rice to not burn a lot, and also it helps it cook quicker. And you wouldn't have to stir it too much. And one thing that I do is that I don't want to break the grains of my rice. So when I'm stirring it, I try to stir from here with the tip of the ladle. Okay. And I put it down in the bottom of the pan, and I try not to lift it up too much. So it's just touching the bottom of the ladle of the pan, like so. Don't lift it and push it in that. If not, it will break your grains. And when the rice is done, the grains will not be long. It will be broken. I mean, some people use broken rice, but this is not broken rice. So we want to put the tip of it in the pan like so, and then we keep stirring. Because if you don't stir, it's gonna burn. We don't want the rice to burn. So we'll keep stirring like so. And on medium to high heat. On medium to high heat until the stew is absorbed in the rice. Okay. So the stew is well absorbed in the rice, and then we can cover it up. You can put some parchment paper before. Sometimes I use foil sheet, but you're saying the aluminum foil, when it comes in contact with heat, it releases aluminum and it's not good for your health. So we're trying to, use safer alternatives like the parchment paper. Or if you have a napkin, a clean napkin, you can also cover it just to trap the heat in the bowl for it to cook very quickly. So for the people that just joined, we are making jollof rice, a very special or popular rice in West Africa. And I'm from Ghana. So I would say I'm making Ghana jollof rice. And this is a very beginner friendly one. I went in with some blended onions, garlic, and habanero pepper. Fried it in coconut. Sorry, I used avocado oil today, but you can use coconut oil or olive oil, whatever oil you like. Okay. I'm cooking it down. After that, cooking it down for about 10 minutes, I went in with tomato paste and then tomato sauce, and seasoned the stew with curry powder, nutmeg, chicken bouillon or chicken stock or whatever you like. But better than bouillon is usually what I use, but I don't have some at home, so I just use what I had. Some ginger powder. If you have fresh ginger, that would be great, but sometimes you can even go without the ginger. That's also fine. But you need some fresh onions. That's not replaceable. And then to allow the rice to cook very quickly, I'll keep stirring until the rice and the stew is well combined and until the stew is reduced. So I'll set it for a little bit more. I'll stir it for a little bit more. And then cover it. Okay. Even with the oil that I use, you still see oil. So, yeah, you have to be careful with the oil. So, at this point, I'm about covering it and allow the heat. So I'm stirring this on high heat, but when I cover it, I'm gonna put it down on low heat, medium to low, but I'll say low heat because the rice is cooked. We just need the steam to help it cook it down. If the heat is if the stove is high, it's gonna burn the rice. So I have to put it on low. Okay, nice. So I think even the oil was a lot. Cause look, so we have to really be mindful of the oil we use, the amount. Okay, and we're almost done. It's almost time to cover it. The final results, I'll probably make a short about it. So because it's gonna take maybe 20 minutes to cook it down. So I don't want to take too much of your time. So when it's done, I would make a shot of the final. So you can watch out of how it turned out. Okay, right, yeah. So I'm gonna scoop out some of the oil, honestly. I'm gonna scoop it out. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Scooping some out. Okay. And it's not much. I'll scoop out. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can scoop up more. Okay. Okay. The rest of it will be left at the bottom of the pan. So at this point we are done. I'm gonna cover. Oh shoot! Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna scoop out more. I want to think about. Okay. Let's try and scoop out a little bit more oil. Because of the way I cooked it down, everything that's not stew is left. The stew is absorbed into the rice, but okay. I think it's good now. Let's cover it now and cook it down. I'll put the heat on low. So I'm gonna cover it. And cook it down now. So this is gonna take about 20 minutes. So thank you all for joining in. If anyone wants to wait, I can just wait, but I don't want to take too much of your time. So um, I will show the final result or how it turned out in a short. I'll record it, take a video of it, and do it as a short. You're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. It's my first live, so I hope to improve. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope to improve next time. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So have a good night. Thank you. I'll wait for everyone to go then. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night, Annette. Good night. Good night. Good night. So when it's done, I'll post it. I'll post the shots. Maybe next time cooking, we can do something else. But thank you, Dade. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, taking it down. Thank you. Thank you. If anyone wants to wait, I can leave the live on, but if not, I can end it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hi, just random. Thank you so much. We are making jollof rice. And right now we made our stew, we put in the rice. We're just waiting for it to cook, to finish cooking. But it's gonna take about 20 minutes of waiting and doing nothing. So I'm just about to end the live, and then when it's done, I would take a video of it and post. Okay. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you. We're ending now. I know some people just joined. We're making jollof rice. It's a very special rice dish in West Africa. I'm from Ghana, so I'm making Ghana jollof. So I'll post the final, how the rice turned out in a shorts. So please, thank you for joining. I'm going to end the live now. Thank you. Bye.